Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of Let's Talk. In the last 3 sessions, we saw a few different points about how to construct your speech, how to engage your audience in the speech, the opening body and conclusion. And in the last session, we looked at CRPFs. So today we'll look at a different topic. It's called vocal variety. So imagine that you are the spokesperson for the quarter results of some random company, and then you go there and say, I take great pride and happiness in saying that the quarterly results for our company have grown by 20%, but since it did not meet market expectations, the variable pay is going to be 40%. Very flat and monotonous, which I am also very guilty of to a large extent. So how do we overcome these challenges? Number one, which my mentor keeps telling me, is raise your energy levels a bit so that your voice reaches the entire room. The second thing to realize is in the English language, unlike a lot of the Indian languages and even in Spanish and French, Indian languages have these flat kind of syllables. For example, if you take words like Kamal, Kamala is all in the same way, right? The pitch is the same. But in Indian languages, in the English language, what happens is the syllables have some kind of a stress and intonation that happens. So we have to be aware of that. For example, when we say, I am content, but my content is lacking, right? So it might be the same word, but based on the context, it could either be content or I am content. So the syllable, the stress that you have, is it on the first part or the later part? So there are a few different words like that which have the same spelling but a different stress, and in fact a lot of words in the English language have that kind of a stress in the syllables. The third thing that you could do is vary the pitch in your voice. Easier said than done, but as long as you're conscious about it, you will get to know how to fix that. So for example, the same example that I took earlier, when you say, I'm happy to announce that our company's profits grew by 20% this time, quarter and quarter, but sadly, because it did not meet market expectations, the variable pay is going to be 50%, right? So a happy or a sad note, you increase or lower your pitch depending on the emotion that exists in the speech itself, right? So that's one way that you could avoid it. Number 4, for the more advanced speakers, you could bring in different kinds of voices perhaps, or even start singing if you want to. So those are the different kinds of vocal varieties that you could have in your speech, but mainly it is about your energy levels, understanding what those intonations are, and then increasing or lowering your pitch. Lowering your pitch actually also engages the audience again, especially if it's a longer speech like for 5 minutes or 7 minutes. People tend to fade away towards their thoughts. So sometimes when you lower your pitch, it again re-engages the audience to look at what you're talking about. So those are the few things that you can try out. Vocal varieties, again, because the prepared speakers were not aware of this, we are not going to hold them accountable for this part. But this is something that the impromptu speakers can perhaps try out today. Wish you all the best. And so we will have 2 different prepared speakers today, and followed by the impromptu speakers. So first of all, we will have Hemant here, who will give the first speech. So let's welcome him.